All right, now let's delve into the world of aviation with a focus on two dynamic players in the industry. That's NeoAir and Skymaster services. We'll explore NeoAir's recent expansion into the Lagos-Milan routes, uncovering the motivations behind this decision and their details of their operations. Join us for this conversation. We have Mr. Ogbonna Prince, who is the MD, Skymaster Services, joining me right here in the studio. Great to have you.
Hi.
Yes, and I know.
Nice meeting you.
Yeah, it's nice meeting you too. And I know Milan is the fashion capital, and you're looking the part, you know, at this point with this nice blazer you're wearing. But talk to me about this partnership, NeoAir and Skymaster Services.
Yeah, good morning. It's fantastic to be here with you.
Great to have you.
And we're excited because Nigerians in Europe and in Milan can now heave a sigh of relief to be able to fly direct from the western part of Europe down to here, 5 hours. And we are fantastically okay with what Airpeace is doing to be able to open up the industry. That tells you what the present government is doing to be able to open the market. The minister has done tremendously well, I must say this. NEOS got into business 2001 in order to be able to provide specialized aviation services. And our relationship with them is fantastic because we chose them strategically because of this market. Nigeria is a very important market. Presently, NEOS flies to Dakar, and some of the studies we did, 60% of the traffic going through Dakar from Milan are also Nigerians that are not being treated fairly. And we spend money to make other people, rich, and we don't get good service. So we decided to be able to open up this route. Of course, it's been fallow. Nobody has been there since the end of Alitalia and Air Italia. So, like you rightly quoted, the fashion capital of Europe is Milan. And also, there's a strategic thing you must understand. Nigerians are also playing in that industry. Several things that are being brought in here or made here to go to Europe will now find its way in Europe, directly. So this flight is going to be a very, strategic flight to be able to connect Nigerians directly to Europe without passing through Addis or even Qatar. So 5 hours.
To my next question. Yes. You were painting a picture there of what the route was like.
Yes.
Before this.
Yes.
I'm sure. How many hours were we looking at?
We're looking at 5 hours and some minutes to be able to be in Europe without a stopover or a layover, which is fantastic. And the rates are going to be so nice, just like what Airpeace is doing. I keep mentioning Airpeace because Nigeria is, anchoring around Airpeace to do well. So Skymaster is bringing news into the market is also to open up the windows to give people options of being able to be into Europe without stopping over anywhere and connecting other destinations. And that also opens up Nigeria for additional people to take here as a destination because of what we are doing. This government is doing to be able to open up the industry. So it's important to let people know that it's now ready. The market is ready. The aviation sector is ready. And we are going to also go into some relationships which we have kept with aero contractors to be able to distribute passengers as they arrive here within there.
Quite interesting.
Customer service is what we are looking at for this operation.
All right, let's look at the frequency now.
Yes.
How many flights are we going to be looking at?
We're starting with 1 flight a week every Wednesday. Then as we grow, we are expanding to 2 or 3 flights a week as we watch the market. We are going to be strategic about our development and how we enter into code-share relationships, which is fantastically important in this industry.
I'm talking about watching the market. What kind of demand are you expecting for this route?
Well, Nigerians are business people. They are traveling, tourism. Even the church, the Catholic church that goes up to Rome, will now find this flight very, very enjoyable to get to Milan, Malpensa, and be able to connect Rome, where we will be able to help them to get to their destinations. Then people who are looking at cheaper ways of flying and safer ways of flying directly without connecting or sleeping at the airport will also find this flight operations a fantastic thing to do. I wouldn't forget the role SACOR, CFAX, has played here. They may be a handling company, but they have been very fantastic in this, making sure that this operation commences to be able to give Nigerians a sigh of relief.
Because I know connecting flights can be quite stressful,
yes.
And you have to wait at the airport.
Exactly.
And, sometimes sleep and wait for long hours. That's grueling. But talk to me about this route. Now, how long are you planning to operate this route? Is this some kind of temporary arrangement?
No. This is a long haul we are going into. We've done our studies, we've done our plans, we have put things in place, and we have strategically put fundings in place as well. Polaris is doing a fantastic job with us. So we want to see how we can put customer service as first. I enjoy personally competitions, but healthy ones. Let's be able to give the customers, the type of, service they deserve, where they are put first. It's important we understand that. And mainly, Nigerians who are heavy travelers, serious travelers, we are trying to also make sure that Europe sees them as viable travelers, not just as people who are spending their money without getting anything.
Right. And talking about spending money, I remember when the Naira, was stronger than what it is, right now, the price of business class is like the price of economy, right now. So we're needing more Naira, to get most of these tickets. Talk to me about affordability.
We have structured the pricing to be affordable. And let me also say this, in as much as I'm not a politician, I am enjoying what is going on in the industry currently, that the current minister is doing, and the current government is trying to do, even though it's a bit difficult. But we are beginning to see light at the end of the tunnel, whereby people can spend reasonable, limited funds and get some services. That's why people, companies like us can be able to thrive now and also have relationships. So our pricing is structured to be able to be affordable, not just skyrocketing, for people to have, to be able to be in Europe at a reasonable rate. So we've considered that very well.
I'm talking about people that are trying to be in Europe. Talk to me about your target market.
Okay. Nigerians, the Southeasterners, Aba, Onitsha, Owerri, are heavy importers. They bring in their leathers to be able to produce the shoes and all that. And like you rightly pointed out, the fashion headquarters in Europe, which is Milan, we're able to fuse it together with Nigerian market, which is growing tremendously in the fashion side of it. So those are one of the target markets. Then religious pilgrimage, people who go for their holy ceremonies in Rome. And also, very, very importantly, the oil and gas and manufacturing. There's a lot of the presence of Italian multinational companies operating here. We're also going to be dealing with the multinationals directly to be able to tailor the services we provide to meet their demands. So we are looking at, and all those tourism, which is very, very important. Milan and Italy is a major destination. Nigeria is an untapped market that we're also going to look into. Even though we're in aviation, we're trying to add a desk for tourism, how we can work with Italians to be able to deal with that. And more importantly, we're also looking out for security issues where migrants, drugs are not, Nigeria is not going to be we are not going to be people that could be used. So we are going to work with the agencies that are concerned to be able to curb that while we grow this market, which is important to grow.
And we know it's either people that are moving or goods. So talk to me, is it just passengers we're looking at?
Well, we are not a cargo company,
right?
But people move. Nigerians are heavy spenders when it comes to purchases. So we have space. We've reduced the seating capacity to 145 to be able to accommodate people's, nobody will have a leftover like what they experience in other places, other airlines. I don't want to mention names, but we want to be able to make sure that people go with what they have that is reasonable back and forth this market.
All right, and are we looking at other airports in Nigeria?
Well, as we expand, Abuja is a tremendous market. Port Harcourt, which is where our home state is. We've been enjoying, the support of the government before. The former governor was, did a lot there, and the current governor, I guess, is doing so much in the industry. So we've made Port Harcourt our home base, and Port Harcourt is going to be fantastically. We are not forgetting the north, but these are the catchy points where we can have markets. We will expand in, doing that. But we are looking at working with aero contractors in this regards to be able to distribute passengers across, and other airlines that we may find better. But we chose aero because they have their AMOs, where we can also have services done here if the aircraft has issues that may come up. So we are looking at a lot of things that we can...
Yeah, I'm sure you're looking at a lot of things, and I'm sure you can also paint a picture of what you're seeing, for this route, going forward, and, other expansion plans at this point.
It's going to be a boom. With what I'm seeing that the minister is doing, Lagos will become a major hub pretty soon. If with what I'm seeing being done, Abuja can follow suit. We need to take advantage of our numbers, how we travel. I'm from the southeast, from Abia. We are merchants, we are traders, we move around a lot. So we are looking at how to work with the Europeans. We don't stand alone. We work with the Europeans to be able to create that movement. Let's begin to look at the things we can do. We can work with FAN to be able to create duty-free shops within the airport, to be able to expand people's, having time to shop around while they wait for their flights. There are a couple of things we are looking at that we can delve into, but let's focus on our opening, which is going to be...
And I'm sure that's kicking off tomorrow.
Yes. In a low key, but very nice.
We'll definitely be looking forward to that. Thank you so much, Mr. Ogbonna Prince Will, yes. Managing Director, Skymaster Services.
Yes, please. Let it be on that one.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll continue the conversation right after this break. We're going to be looking at financial services. That's in a moment. Just stay with us.